Preserver app does more than just create records of things that happen in your life. This is an app that has enterprise applications. And today, to talk about those, is the founder of Preserver app, Monte Huebsch. Monte, tell us how an enterprise can use this app and what it does.
That's great, Wayne. And the reason why this topic came up is because I put together, again, a video, a short video. It was actually 47 seconds saying, stop app hopping. Because your phone is a powerful thing. And I'm trying to think. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I've got 7 screens of apps with 24 apps on a screen. So we've got a lot of capacity of activities on our phones. And what I identified was 2 deficiencies in that. One was, if I need to collect information, shoot a video, I can do that. This happens to be an iPhone, but I've got an Android phone over here, and I can go to camera and I can take pictures. I can switch it from camera to video, and I can take videos. If I want to do voice notes, there's apps that do voice, so I can switch to that. If I want to do text and I want to type, I can do text and type. And I thought, all of these things are on different screens, on different apps of my 7 screens of 24 per thing. I said, there has to be a better way. So one of the first areas that I did was I put all of those functions, voice, audio, pictures, and video on one screen, so that I could access those without having to close an app, open another app. I could just do it from one screen. And I can do a voice note, which, by the way, has speech to text built into it, multilingually, and I can record that and it'll type it away. Then I can go and take a picture. If I'm in a meeting, I can take pictures of slides that are up on the wall. I can shoot a video if I'm outside and I happen to see something that I think might be valuable to have in the future. So I can do that as well, all on one screen. And then I realized something. I need to be able to know where and when I was doing these activities. So I built in, whenever you turn the app on, it date and time stamps where you are. It gives you a date and time stamp plus a GPS coordinate and a GPS map. And you can even turn on the map so that it'll keep pulsing you can set the duration every minute, every 5 minutes, every 10 minutes. So if you're traveling around, you can prove where you were at with date and time stamps at intervals. So now I've got, as far as I'm concerned, it doesn't do smell, but it does do audio, text, photos, videos, date and time stamps. And then I got to thinking about it, because originally my limited thinking was, this is a great journaling app. But then I realized that enterprises have all sorts of activities that they need to do. They need to be able to do salesmen who have meetings and notes for that. They need to have invoices set up for petty cash. They need to have time recording. They need to have expense reporting. And I thought Preserver is great for that, because it can all be done with one app on your phone, date and time stamped, minimal ability to modify that. So it's a good kind of universal front end, Wayne. That's what it is.
So, full disclosure, I use Preserver in my business. I'm an outsourcing guy, so I have work from home staff. And one of the things I worry about is, where are those staff when they're supposed to be working from home? Because they're not supposed to be working from the cricket or working from the beach. And so one of the things I have them do is, they've downloaded Preserver. It's free, there's no cost, and they have logged in by just taking a photo and sending it. And then I know that they're there, I know that they're awake, and I know where they are. And it's minimally invasive. It doesn't feel like I don't trust them, but it's, let's be honest, it's because I'm not sure I trust them. And the benefit of it is that I have Preserver able to send a zip file of what they've done, and that turns up in the hands of my AI, who converts that into a database for me. So you can explain how all that works in the background. I'm just a user of this one, but we've used it for all sorts of things, including when we do vetting of BPOs that clients have requested, or that the BPOs requested, and we want them to be able to prove that the photo they took of their generator was in their building and it was yesterday and it's not been edited and all the rest of it. They take that, upload it to their Drive in the Sky, share it with us. We get it from the Drive in the Sky. It's not tamper-proof that's going to impress, you know, the international spy agency, but it's tamper-proof enough to make me confident enough to sign off on it as being real.
Yep, absolutely. And there was a friend of mine who developed a program called Sales VA, which was a virtual assistant in the Philippines, who was capturing salespeople's experiences when they had a sales meeting. And I thought, well, wait a minute, Preserver can help with this. It can record that information. I don't know, Wayne, both of us have matured, and which is why we have WTF. It's technology and friends, but we go back a long time when we used to unplug our phone to connect our modem. So that dates us a bit. But the trick is these CRM systems, customer relationship management systems, are very expensive per seat for people to have them. They can go from $100 to $500 per employee per month. That's a lot of money. But the point is, if a salesman's out making a call and 2 in the morning and 3 in the afternoon, that's 5 calls. And if they then have to take time out of their evening to capture that information and put it into their CRM, it's a big challenge. They can now just punch it while they're sitting in their car, take some voice notes or some video or a picture of a business card or some slides they took in the meeting or audio that they recorded in the meeting, and it's all in their device, and it doesn't interrupt their day. They then drive to the next meeting and do it all again. And then they go to the next meeting and the next meeting. They can do lunch and they can take a picture of their invoice so that they can do their refunds on their expenses, expense reporting. It's all there, and it's on one screen.
All the software as a service apps, you know, everything from Xero through to Microsoft Word, through to all of the CRMs, are all scrambling to embed AI into all of those as quickly as they can. But I'm not sure that's going to be the future. I think within a year or two, every one of us who runs a business will have our own preferred AI, and we'll have it doing stuff for us. For instance, I used to use a CRM. It was costing me $12,000 a year, and I'm a little business. Like I just only have 4 or 5 staff, and so I told my AI to connect to the CRM via the internet and download all of my information, and it needed my passwords and stuff to do that, so it did all that, and then to build a new database that matched the one that would hold all the information we had in the paid for CRM. And then I said, now you need to create a front end for this so that the staff can use it. And it said to me, I am your front end. So my staff, and getting staff to use a CRM has been my biggest problem ever in business, I think. That and getting people to pay their bills, but everyone's got that problem. So when you want to put something into the CRM, you just open WhatsApp and you send a message to Jake. And when Jake gets the message, if it looks like something that should be in the CRM, he puts it in the CRM. He checks to see if there's a duplicate entry first, whether it's got to be added to an existing record or put in there as a new record. And the stuff that he doesn't know, he then asks. So he'll then go back to whoever uploaded it and say, is this a prospect? Is this a contact? Is this a lead? What is this? When have you got to contact them again? And if you want to know who you should be contacting today, you go to it and say, Jake, who do I need to be contacting today from the CRM? And it'll tell you. And if you don't ask it, and it's been a few days, it'll send you a message saying you have overdue follow-ups. And here they are. So I'm getting much better compliance from my staff, and using Preserver app as the front end of that for anyone who's away from their desk is just so easy.
Yep. Now I'm in WhatsApp, Wayne, as we speak. And sure enough, if you go down to the bottom and you click on some things, it will have photos, cameras, location, documents, polling events. It has those functions, but then it opens them all on separate screens within the thing, and you've got to still toggle between them. App
Yep.
hopping makes things not natural and not easy. So Preserver just puts it all in one place, done, and it gives you the date and time stamp, whether you remember to click on location or not, or upload this. You don't have to do any of that. You just record the situation that you're in. It's like incident reporting. It's instant. Oh, and by the way, it works without Wi-Fi or Bluetooth. So that's even more important for remote workers.
And I guess if an enterprise wants to use this right across the board, they can pay some money for you and get a white labeled version with their logos and their settings built in.
Absolutely, not a problem. We're happy to do that for anybody if they want to brand it their own thing. I mean, we specifically use Preserver with the logo of the life ring on the side of the ship because it's instantly recognizable, but it has no hostility. It's not surveillance app 101.
Yes.
It's the Preserver, and everybody thinks, oh, that's good. If I fall off the ship, somebody else send me a Preserver and I won't drown. Good. So that's what we're in. We're trying to help people not drown.
So today you've been listening to Monte Huebsch, the founder of Preserver.app. And my name is Wayne Bucklar from outsourcingfit.com. And we've been talking about how Preserver app can be used as a kind of universal front end for enterprises. And it's addressing that universal problem for enterprises. How do you get your staff to comply with stuff? And we figure, make it easy, make it the path of least resistance, and it'll work for you. If you're watching this on YouTube or on WhatsApp, or you won't be watching it on WhatsApp, I'm sorry. If you're watching it on YouTube, or if you're on TikTok, or if you're on any other social media, click on the buttons for us. Let us know you're there. Click on the subscribes, the likes, the hearts, the whatever it is. And if you'd like to make a comment, we read them all. If you want to give us praise, we love you. If you want to criticize us, we still love you because we need the feedback. So thank you for your time. My name's Wayne Bucklar. And Monte, say goodnight.
I'm going to say goodnight as well. And if you want to find Preserver on Android or iOS, it's in the stores. Just search Preserver, look for the life ring, and you're good to go. Thank you for your time, Mr. Bucklar. Thank you for our viewing audience. And yes, we will take feedback is valuable, whether it's good or bad.